So I'm starting this video over. I made her a bottle on film and tried to kind of just do it all, showed you how I made the bottle and all that. And I didn't have the hole big enough. And so 8 minutes later, she had drank maybe an ounce of this 4-ounce bottle. Maybe an ounce. And so even with me really, really trying, okay, now it's doing it. So I'm going to try this again on film with this cut open much bigger. I'm hoping it works a little bit better. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Okay. It's just hard. This might not be the best bottle for a, drinking wet, because these are designed to have a baby suck with these, and then the air gets displaced. Probably thinking that it's not the best bottle for a silicone. But I decided to just X that video and start all over again, because 8 minutes and she hadn't gone anywhere. And it's the same thing. If I'm going to check this here in a minute, if not much is gone, I'm going to have to cut the nipple even bigger. And at that point, I don't know that it's even worth using this one. And it's okay, because then we've learned something. And somebody else that has a drinking wet can learn from me and not buy this bottle. Okay. So I think we've made a tiny bit of progress. I'm just trying to see where the hole is at. So in the last video, one thing that I talked about that I figured I could talk with you about as well is how I made her a drinking wet. I made a lot of friends in the group I'm on and talked to a lot of women about how they did it. And what I ended up doing was I had a metal skewer, and I started in her head, and I went down, and I don't know why I did it from her head. Then I ended up going up her little privates, and I went up, and I just used an X-Acto knife, and I cut open her mouth just straight back more. And then as the skewer came up and my finger was back there, I was able to feel where it met, and pulled the skewer out, stuck a metal straw up. And the reason I used a metal straw at that point was because I got just airline tube for a fish tank, and that's really flimsy. And I knew that if I just tried to force it up, it would bend, it would kink, it just wouldn't work. So once the straw was all the way up, I stuck the tubing up and out of her mouth, and then I cut it down yonder. And it's a 2-person job. I mean, it could be done with one, but I was adding lube the whole time it went up and the whole time it was coming out, because I didn't want to rip her skin. And I did a fantastic job. I'm going to definitely age restrict this because I'm going to show it. And I think I did a darn good job. The hole's not massive and gaping. It could have been done better, but of course, this is a DIY drinking wet baby girl. And she's not going to have a perfect job done. All right, let's try it this way, see if it goes any faster. So I was proud of myself that it worked the way it did, and her lips did get cut. And me trying to open her mouth, I'm not very good at that. That's definitely something I'm going to have to figure out how to do a better job, because her mouth is rough inside. And I haven't sealed it yet because it's all tore up in there, because I've been trying to make it bigger to fit more pacifiers, and I'm just not doing a very good job. So once her mouth is sealed, and I can seal down yonder. But I'm not going to seal anything until I've got her mouth cut open the way I want it opened. Anywho, so yeah, it was very simple. It didn't tear. I used a ton of lube, and I think that's a big deal. When you do this, use a bunch of lube, because it will help things glide, and it'll help lubricate the rubber, the silicone rubber. Okay, you're drinking. This may not be the best bottle for you guys to use. You see, it's going, but so slow. And the more I cut the nipple, the more this scares me, because I already have a decently big hole in here. But like I said, like, one of the great things about these videos is we can learn. Now watch how fast this is going to go. So we can learn from each other and learn what works and what doesn't. So I can hear going in. So if you're going to use this bottle, this particular one, You're going to have to help it. Oops, you can see milk is going too fast. It went way too fast. If you're going to use this bottle, you are going to have to basically cut a hole in the nipple. And I'll show you when she's done. I can feel it going now, so it's working now. But this is definitely... Can you hear it? Turn your volume up. I won't talk. Just listen. So it's flowing fast. Now, this is not going to be as realistic having it go this fast. This is definitely not one I would recommend. I mean, it'll be a cute one to have, and I might do it ever so often. I don't think it's going to work unless I actually push the bottle. But I just made it, and there's a hole, and it just went like 2 ounces in like a minute or two. So it's not very realistic. And I have to keep taking this and squeezing it for, see, and now it's going. So in order to get the milk to leave, you have to actually push the bag. Not horribly realistic. I would love to get some of the vintage Playtex ones. Just, I think it'd be a lot of fun. Drinking it. She's almost done. But I wanted to kind of do it on film because I want you to see that she is drinking this. And even though it's a 6-minute video, feel free to skip. I'm going to show you that she drank. So it's almost gone. Her mouth is filthy. So I'm going to rinse her with water over the sink after this. I won't do that on film. So I'm going to tilt her so she's got milk there. And I don't rub her when I clean her face. I tap, dab, 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 dab. Okay, so, oops, sorry guys. Now I'm gonna sit her up. She's gonna spit up it all. A little bit left in there. Like I said, dab, 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 dab. I don't do a ton in there because the fact that I will end up putting water through her to clear her out. And I know people are going to say, oh, I can't believe you're doing formula. That's horrible. Well, it's not, because I put her over the sink. I rinse her completely clear with, I just use warm water from the sink. And I will end up, I'll do like 4 of these full. And I actually just put it in her mouth like so. And she did drink, yeah. It doesn't work as well when we're sitting like this. I do it over there. And I just basically drain a few of these into her. And it completely washes her mouth out. The tubing, everything out of her system. Because she's sticky right now because she has formula on her mouth. So, and that's kind of her sink bath she gets. I need to make a bathing video. Would you guys like that? I'm also trying to figure out what color hair I want to do for her. Eventually, I'm going to root her. I will paint her eventually. I don't know if I want to do like a really pale blonde hair or if I want to do brown. I'm not sure. So I think she sat up enough. Let me move stuff out of the way and flatten this because I want you to be able to see all of this. Okay, so all one video. You saw me feed her. This is a newborn size outfit. She could definitely fit a preemie. She's a tiny little thing. And for the first time, I don't care. Like, I've never liked preemies until I had her. One little leggy out. She got fuzzies everywhere. After her bath, she's going to get powdered like crazy. I'm just going to take her whole outfit off. I did get her a fresh outfit to wear. So, I'm still not used to silicone. Like, I just pulled her arm and it stretched. Oh, it scares me every time that happens. So, I should have done it before. If you see, it's wet. She's a lot in there. All the way down to, that's about where her tube is. So, she smells like formula. Voila. So, this is going to be an adult-only one because I'm going to show parts. So, this is her diaper. Clearly there's formula in there. It just went from the bottle to her diaper. There was obviously no digestion happening there. And this is hers folded. and this is them dry. So it's easy to see. Big difference. And I figured you'd probably want to see the sheet leaking. She's good. So I went and just went up her jingle jangle. And, well, yeah, the tube is obvious in there. I'm okay with that because, you know, it is what it is. All right, guys, I'm going to go drink some water and clean her out. And then Mommy's going to powder me and dress me. Bye-bye. Thanks for watching my Drink and Wet video.